Hey folks, okay, we're going to do the video 5-13, mixed practice on factoring. We're going to practice a couple of different skills we need to use on this worksheet and in factoring in general. So we have 3 examples here, and here's the first one. All right, I need to solve this. I'm missing that C term, the term that comes here, plus C or plus whatever. So I have to find out a different way to factor this. I notice here that 5 and 20 have the greatest common factor of 5. Like 20 is divisible by 5 and 5 is divisible by 5. And also these x's here, I could remove those as well because that's a common factor. So I'm going to divide here by 5 and divide here by 5. Now I could also divide here by x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 5x, kind of pull it out of there, and then slap it back down over here. 5 divided by 5 is 1. X squared divided by x is x. Negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. Then x divided by x is 1. So that kind of goes away. Now I have to factor solve both of these. That's factored. So 5x equals 0. Then x minus 4 equals 0. I divide by 5. X equals 0. There's that one. I add 4 to both sides, and x equals 4. There's the solutions for that one. Okay, next. This one here. If I'm going to factor this, I need to have this equal to 0. Whenever I have an x squared hanging around, I know that my best bet is going to be factoring. So I'm going to subtract 8x squared here. And I'm going to add 5. So those are going to cross out. So now 11 minus 8 is 3x squared. Then negative 11 plus 5 is 6. So minus 6 equals 0. Now I have to factor this. Okay, so now I have to figure out what's going to multiply to 18 and add to 7. Let's see if I can figure that out. So I have 18. 1 and 18. 2 and 9. 3 and 6. And 4 won't work. 5 won't work. 6 and 3. Okay, 1 and 18 won't do it, but 2 and 9 will. 3 and 6 won't. 6 and 3, well, that won't either. So I'm going to plug that in. So I have 3x here plus 2. Whoops, excuse me, minus 2. 3x plus 9. I made that a minus 2 and then a positive 9 because I needed to add to positive 7. Now, I have nothing that I could factor out of here, so this is just going to come down. I'm going to have 3x minus 2 equals 0. This one I could factor the 3 out of. So that's going to come down to x plus 3 equals 0. I'm going to subtract 3. And x equals negative 3. I'm going to add 2. So now I have 3x equals 2, then divide by 3. So I have x equals 2 over 3. That's the answers to that one. All right, let's take a look at the next one. The next one's going to require a little bit of discussion. Here's this. So it wants me to find the average rate of change of this function over the intervals of 0, 4. So let's take a look at what that means. Okay? Hoping you guys can see that. Looks like you can. So this is a graph of this function. Okay? This is a graph of this function. And 0, 4 is an interval of x and x. So that's x1 and that's x2. Okay? So I'm going to actually label these x1, x2. Okay. What we are trying to find is the slope between those two x values. So here's 0 and this, or x equals 0, and there's x equals 4. We're going to find that slope. So I said that this is x1 and this is x2. Eventually I have to plug this into this. So I need those y values. So here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to plug that 0 into this formula to get the y to come out. So I'm going to have y equals 0 squared plus 5 to the 0 minus 3. When I plug that into the calculator, which I'm going to do, I'm going to say 0 squared plus 5, 0 minus 3. So that gives me negative 3. Now, I'm going to plug the 4 in. So y equals 4 squared plus 5 is 4 minus 3. Let's get that one in there. Okay, so 4 squared plus 5, 4 minus 3. And I get 33. So I'm going to say that this is y1 and that's y2. Now I'm going to plug it into this formula. So y1 is negative 3. Then y2 is 33. x1 is 0. Then x2 is 4 minus 4. Now I'm going to plug that into the calculator. Then 0 minus 4. And I get 9. So basically what I'm saying here is the slope from this point to this point is 9 or 9 over 1. Okay guys, I hope you guys found this video helpful.